Hi everyone, my name is Dr. Charlotte Ashmon. Welcome to my channel where we discuss everything educational and inspirational. Now in this video, we will be helping students to prep for the 2022 PEP Ability Test exam. Okay, so before we delve into our lesson, we are going to talk a little bit about some great resources that we have. Now, first resource I want to introduce parents and students to is this workbook. It's my quantitative reasoning workbook. And you can get this workbook at Kingston Bookshop, Sangster's Bookstore, Brand Bookstores, and that's Brand Bookstore and all the major bookstores in Jamaica. This is a must get because remember now, guys, the ability test is comprised of two main components. You have your verbal reasoning and you have your quantitative reasoning. Now, this book will help with the quantitative aspect of the exam. All right. So grab a copy today, right? This quantitative reasoning workbook by Dr. Charlotte Ashmon. The other resource I want to introduce you to is this one right here. This is my ability test workbook. Now, this uses a multiplicity of strategies. You have a lot of strategies that we use to help students to prep for the ability test exam. I'm going to introduce to some of these strategies. Now, we use figural reasoning, we use spatial reasoning, we use quantitative reasonings, we have comparisons, we have calculations, we have sequences, we have categorizations, word patterning, spatial analysis, probabilities, estimations, we use opposites, we use similarities, we use symmetry, we use sentence order, we use grammar, logical deductions, and of course we use inferences. So this book, this will help to get you to think critically and to reason. Now, I want everybody to listen to what I have to say. In November 2021, I'll be having a free class, a free course that is, and this course is going to run on Sundays. And the only admission to that Zoom course is going to be this workbook. Once you have this workbook, you'll be able to come for free. I'm not charging you a cent. So all you need to do is just go and grab a copy of this workbook, and we will be having our preparation course on Zoom, and you pay $0. All right, so just hook me up on my WhatsApp, and the number is scrolling at the bottom of the screen, 876-351-7777. All right, so if you're here, it means that you need some help to prepare for your ability test, and that's what we're going to do in this video. So let's get right into it. I'm going to use the Ashmon Academy website to help you to prep for this episode, this lesson 1. So Ashmon Academy, it's www.ashmonacademy.com, and you'll notice that on Ashmon Academy we have a PEP ability test course that's going on, started from September, and it's $25 per month. It's on a Sunday from 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock. If you're not registered, you're missing out. You need to register right now. Okay, so that's 5 to 6 on a Sunday, every single Sunday. And my free program is coming up. It's going to be from 3 o'clock until 4 o'clock. So guys, you have no excuse. If you don't have any money, just go and get the book. If you don't have money for class, right? So once you get your book, you will have your free class. Now, if you can afford to pay for the course, it's $25 and it's 5 to 6 on a Sunday. All right, let's boogie, guys. Let's boogie. So I'm going to log into Ashmon Academy. So let me just take myself off. Let me take the screen off. And let me just log into Ashmon Academy. And Ashmon Academy is an after-school program, guys. It's not a school, not a regular school. It's an after-school program. So we're here to augment what you learn in your regular school. Okay? All right, so I'm going to go to courses and I'm going to go to ability test. All right, so we have our ability test right there. All right, so I'm logged in and I'm sharing my screen and we have the ability test course on screen. Now, let me tell you a little bit about how this is organized, guys. You'll notice that the course is divided into weeks. So week 1, we have our Zoom lesson, and all you have to do, guys, once you sign up on Ashman Academy is every Sunday at 5 o'clock, you just come here, hit the Zoom button, and you click this little button here to join, and you'll be taken right into the Zoom session. All right. So every week we have a Zoom session, and all you have to do is just click the Zoom link, and you click here, and you're taken into the Zoom session, and you can join the live session. All right. Okay, so tonight we're going to talk about multiple strategies. So if you're preparing for the 2022 exam, you want to bear in mind that the exam is going to focus on verbal reasoning and quantitative reasoning. And something to bear in mind too is that it is not a curriculum-based test. So it's not based off it's not based off the curriculum. The PEP exam is designed to see how well you reason and think critically. That's what it is designed for. All right, so let's go. So I'm on page 1 of my ability test workbook. And you'll notice on Ashman Academy, we do have a soft copy. So I just pulled up my soft copy. And the thing about my soft copy is that it's interactive, okay? So once you're registered, if you want to just log on and practice, you can. The book will mark the work for you. That is where we're at Ashman Academy. All right, so let's maximize this screen. Better yet, let me just zoom in. Okay. All right. I want to bring you question number 2. That's a quantitative type question. And let's look at this question. All right. So the question reads, Victoria needs to buy 5 kilograms of bananas for a banana pudding. Her next door neighbor sells them for $50 per kilogram. At the nearest market in the next town, they are sold for $45 per kilogram. It costs $40 for a round trip on the bus to the market, which is a very long distance away. Question, should Vicky buy the bananas from her neighbor or at the market? That's the question. All right, guys, I'm going to just zoom in a little bit more because what I want you guys to do, I want you guys to actually work this out. So I'm giving you a minute to work this out, guys, and we're going to discuss it. Let me see who we have here. Missionette Appleby is saying good night. All right, so while you guys work out the problem, it's now, I see the time. I'm giving you 1 minute. Carol Reed, hello. Tamoy Borland is saying good night to everyone. Carlene Grant is saying good night. Anna K. Christie is saying good night. Tishona Chandon Parchment is saying good night. Tashika, yes, is saying that she bought a copy 2 weeks ago. Good job, Tashi, because we're going to be using it. Jam Jam is saying good night. Missionette Appleby is saying hi. Sybil Davis is saying good night. Missionette Appleby is saying hi again. Sarah, okay, so it is 1 minute. All right, so let's go. All right, so the question says, she needs to buy 5 kilograms of banana for a banana pudding. Her next door neighbor sells them for $50 per kilogram, okay? At the nearest market in the next town, they're sold for $45 per kilogram. And it costs $40 for a round trip on the bus to the market, which is a very long distance away. Now, I put that in the question that the market is a very long distance away. So I wanted you to understand that if you're going to buy it from the market, you're going to have to take a bus. So should she buy the bananas from her neighbor, or should she buy the bananas at the market? Now, let me see what you guys are saying. Should she buy the bananas from her neighbor or from the market? Guys, I don't see any answer to that. Okay. So, Tishona, I want you to tell me why. You're saying neighbor, but why? Why are you saying neighbor? All right. Joni Powell is saying neighbor because the bus fare costs costs more. So that would add, plus the distance it would take longer. All right. That's not the fare we want to use though, Joni. FEAR. No, that's not the fare. I want you to look it up. You have a number. Okay, that's a good one. You have a number of fares. All right, you have FAIR, you have FARE, you have FEAR. I want you to look up fare for bus fare. That's not the one. But anyway, thank you for that. So Camelia is saying neighbor. Shalian is saying the market. Tanya is saying neighbor. Jacqueline Campbell is saying neighbor. Shanta Bray is saying neighbor. Oldness is saying less expensive to buy from the neighbor. Marcine is saying neighbor. Andrea is saying from her neighbor. Joni Powell is saying FAIR for fear. I don't think so. Carisha Goldburn is saying FARE. That looks more like it. Tanya Hall is saying because the bus fare, again, bus fare, that's not the fare we're looking for, is so much. She could use the money to buy more bananas. All right, guys, let's see the explanation for this. Let's see the explanation. Now, the beautiful thing about this workbook, this interactive workbook, is that you get the explanation as well. You can't ask for more. So the answer is the neighbor, the explanation. The total cost of buying the bananas at the market is 45 times 5 plus 40, which gives 265. The total cost of buying from our neighbor is 50 times 5, which gives 250. All right, so notice, guys, the market. All right, even though the market is cheaper because it's $45 per kilogram, right? It's cheaper. So if she were to buy 5 kilograms, it would be 5 times 45. But because the market is such a far distance away, we'd have to add the $40 for the round trip. Okay, so if you look at the explanation, it says it's 45 times 5 plus the $40 for the round trip, and that's going to give you 265. So the total cost from buying for the neighbor, you don't have to add bus fare. Even though it's a little bit more expensive, it's just 50 times 5, and that gives you 250. Now, because it's cheaper, yeah, you're going to buy from your neighbor. So the answer to that question is neighbor. Now, something I want to point out, guys. I want to point out something. The ministry doesn't ask you for an explanation in the exam, right? And also bear in mind that it's multiple choice, okay? So they won't ask you for an explanation. But in preparing for the ability test, you want to tell how you arrive at your answer, because this is indeed a critical thinking exam. It's a reasoning exam. So we don't just want you to tell us the answer. We want us to tell how you got to the answer. That's the cool part. Okay. Guys, remember to like and share. That is something I want to point out. My YouTube channel is Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman. Now, guys, I want you to make sure that you subscribe to the channel. All these videos are posted on the channel. And of course, our Facebook page is Learning Hub JA, and we also have another Facebook page, which is PEP. And of course, Ashman Academy has its own Facebook page, which is Ashman Academy. So guys, make sure you like our social media pages and subscribe to the YouTube channel. All right, so let's go to question number 2. All right, so We're looking at another quantitative type question again. All right, hold on, guys. Let me just get that settled on the screen. Okay. All right, there we go. All right, so this question says, oh, let me see if I can get that a little bit bigger. It says bike A travels 4/5 of a 1,000-meter course, and bike B travels 1/3 of a 1,800-meter course. Which bike traveled a longer distance? So bike A travels 4/5 of a 1,000-meter course, and bike B travels 1/3 of a 1,800-meter course. Which bike traveled a longer distance? So I'm giving you guys 1 minute to work that. All right, so is it bike A or bike B? Bike A travels 4/5 of a 1,000-meter course, and bike B travels 1/3 of a 1,800-meter course. Which bike traveled a longer distance? All right, so let's see what persons are saying. So Marcine is saying good night. Good. Hi, Marcine. Camelia is saying bike A traveled 4/5 times 100. It's 1,000. Camelia, let's put you up. So bike A traveled 4/5 times 100, which is 800 meters. No, 4/5 times 100 cannot be 800. You're talking about 4/5 times 1,000. While bike B traveled 1/3 times 1,800, which is 600. So what's the answer, Camelia? Which bike traveled a longer distance? Marcine is giving us enough hearts. Tanya is saying bike A. Don Cardi, Paris, is saying bike A, which is 4/5 times 1,000, which is equal to 800. Shalian is saying bike A. Monifa Osborne is saying bike B. Patrice Murray is saying bike A. Katie and Tomlin Wright is saying bike A. Tishona Shandon Parchment is saying bike B. Shalian Harris is saying bike A because 4/5 is bigger than 15. I don't know what that means. What is bigger? Do you mean bigger? Oh, I guess you mean 1/5. No, that's not the way we work that out. We're going to show you in a minute. Bike A travels longer distance is 800 meters. Now, Nikki, I want you to rewrite that sentence for me. That's not grammatically correct at all. Jacqueline Campbell is saying bike A. Stacey and Ramjeet is saying bike A. Marcine is saying bike A. All right, guys, cool. I see you're giving me a lot of answers. That's awesome. Awesome. All right. So let's see what the explanation is. All right. So the answer is bike A. Explanation. Bike A traveled 4/5 times 1,000 meters, which is 800 meters, whilst bike B traveled 1/3 times 1,800 meters, which is 600 600 meters. Okay, so bike A traveled 800 meters whilst bike B traveled 600 meters. And of course, 800 is indeed greater than 600. So the answer is bike A. Let me put that up. Guys, you can just take a screenshot of that. How we got bike A. Nice. All right, let's go for another question. Let's go for another question, guys. And you'll notice that I'm focusing a lot on the quantitative reasoning questions because that's where you guys are normally weak. So let's see if we can pull another question, another quantitative reasoning type question. All right, this is not quantitative, but I'm going to pull this one either. This is a nice verbal reasoning question. All right, let's see how you do on this one. Let's look at question number 5. We're looking at question number 5. And this is a great question. It's a verbal reasoning question. It says, which word does not go with the others? You have blue, orange, red, yellow. Which word does not go with the others? Blue, orange, red, yellow. Blue, orange, red, yellow. What's the answer for that? All right, guys, do not just give me the answer. I want an explanation. So Jacqueline Campbell is saying orange. Why? Why, Jackie? Why is it orange? Patrice Murray is saying B, miss, because orange is not a primary color. That looks correct, because blue, red, yellow, those are your primary colors. So it is indeed orange because that's a secondary color. Okay. Camelia is giving a nice explanation. Blue, red, and yellow are primary colors, and orange, orange is not spelled correctly. So you want to work on that. Camelia is a secondary color, so it's orange. Don Cardi is giving a nice answer as well. Shirley, I understand what you're saying, Satchel. But you want to say that a little bit better. Orange does not go with the color because primary color. That's not that. Come on, no, come on, Shell. We want you to give us proper sentences, or give me a proper sentence. Yeah, Tanisha is saying orange because the others are primary color. Yeah. That's good. That's good, guys. Guys, you're onto it. All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a question that is not in the bookie. Let me give you a question that's not in the book. All right, before I give you a question, before I give you a question that's not in the book, because I love to give you these questions, which does not go with the others. I love those kinds of questions. All right. Next class, I'm going to come with some that's not in the book. All right. Yeah, everybody's giving me the correct answer. B, it's not a primary color. So that is Tishona. Shelly-Ann, orange because the blue. Shelly-Ann, what kind of answer this? Orange because blue, red, and yellow. Yeah, but Shelly-Ann, you need to tell me what you're saying. I think you know what you're saying, but you're not saying it right, sweetie. So you need to tell me orange because blue, red, and yellow are primary colors. So you need to finish up that sentence. All right. Okay, guys, very good. Proud of you guys. Good job. All right, so remember now, whether or not it's COVID, that's not going to have anything on you guys. Once you're prepared with me, you're going to be ready. All right, guys, so let's look for another question. We can mix them up. We can give you a verbal reasoning and so on. All right, if my memory serves me correct, I think the ministry had a question similar to this one in the last exam. This one here. Let's look at this one here. Very similar to this. They had one like this. All right. So it says cup is to coffee as bowl is to what? Is it dish, soup, spoon, or food? Yeah, they had one like this. Cup is to coffee. So guys, what you're looking for, you want to see the association between cup and coffee, and then now you can work out the association. Once you figure that out, you can work out the association between bowl and whatever else. So what is this association between cup and coffee? All right, before you tell me the answer, I want you to tell me, what is the association between cup and coffee? Tell me that first, guys. What is the association between cup and coffee? So yeah, this is a nice analogy. What is the association? Guys, stop telling me soup now. Tell me what's the association between cup and coffee. All right, let me see. All right, I'm not reading nothing about soup. I want to hear the association between cup and coffee. So Joni is saying they hold the item. No, that's not what I want to hear. The association between cup and coffee. All right. Now, Sasha, you're talking to me now. Sasha Biggs is saying coffee is what you put in a cup. Or you can just simply say coffee goes in a cup. Or you drink coffee. I just said coffee. You drink coffee out of a cup. Awesomeness. All right. Now, guys, so you drink coffee out of a cup. All right. Now, what do you drink soup out of? So that's what you're going to. So once you work out the one side of the analogy, then you can find the other side. All right. So you drink coffee out of a cup, and then now soup is drunk out of a bowl. Yeah. So the answer is soup. Soup, because you drink it in a bowl. Tishona, I know you mean drink. So you drink soup from a bowl, Nikki. Good job. All right. So that means you drink soup out of a bowl. And let me tell you something about the ministry, guys. They love to give analogies. Wow. They love to give analogies. So they love to. And analogies are very, very easy to figure out. Just figure out. They normally give you one association. So once you can figure that out, just as how we figured out coffee and cup, we figured out what they're saying. It's like, let me give you one, guys. This is not in the book, even though I said I wasn't gonna give you something that's not in the book. Now, suppose they give you something like this. They say doctor is to hospital as teacher is to. What would you write, guys? Doctor is to hospital as teacher is to. So the first thing you're going to do is figure out what's the association between doctor and hospital, and that's how you're going to figure out the second part. So tell me what you would come up with, guys. Doctor is to hospital as teacher is to what? Let me see if you guys can get it. Yeah, guys, I'm going to tell you, one of the brightest students now. My mama tell you, my students are just a bomb. All right, so Charlene is saying school. Yeah, school. School, yeah, school is correct. And guys, I want you to tell me why school is correct. Remember now, we have a lot of persons. Some of these videos get all 10,000 views, guys. Just tell them, explain to the kids who are not here why you're saying school. Why are you guys saying school? Tell me, guys, tell me. Yeah, because Garrick is saying doctor works in a hospital, and Tanisha Darling is saying teacher works in a school. Who's saying this now? Teacher works at school. Yeah. Stacy and Ramjeet is saying a doctor works at a hospital and a teacher works at a school. Very good, guys. Because teachers teach at school. Yeah. So it's a place of work. All right. Guys, listen to this analogy now. Listen to this. Suppose they come with something like doctor is to patient. Doctor is to patient as teacher is to what? Doctor is to patient as teacher is to. Let me see how you guys would deal with that. Doctor is to patient as teacher is to what? Okay, my geniuses. What is it? Guys, don't just put the answer, man. Remember me telling you, you guys need to put the explanation. So I see Rose Price putting students. I don't know what is it. What I see in students. I don't understand why you put in students. Give me an explanation why. So doctor is to patient as teacher is to what? Why are you guys putting student? Marcine, give me an explanation. Why are you saying it is students? Students. So all right, so Nikki is saying doctors take care of patients and teachers teach students. Very good, guys. That's what I'm looking for. Yeah. Okay, good job, guys. Let's go back to the book. And guys, we're stopping in a minute because we're going to half an hour. All right, here's another quantitative reasoning, but this one is so easy. Let's look at this one, guys. Let's look at this one. It says, what is 4 times 63 divided by 3? What is 4 times 63 divided by 3? All right. Sonia is saying, I'm 84. Shalion is saying 84. Patrice Murray is saying 84. Let's look at the explanation, guys. 4 times 63 divided by 3. The explanation is 84. So the expression in numerical term is written as 4 times 63 divided by 3. When solved, the result is 84. Hence, the correct answer is A. All right. Okay, guys. So I'm going to stop here. We went to half an hour. All right, guys. So we went to half an hour. Now, remember, grab this book from Kingston Bookshop, Songster's Bookstore, Brian's Bookstore, and I'm going to offer you guys, once you get my book, you get a free ability test class. So for the month of November, I'm going to give you a free ability test class to prep you for the upcoming ability test. And that's going to be held on Zoom. So you can WhatsApp me for the Zoom link and so on. And all you have to do is just come to class with this book. Now, guys, I want to talk to you about something. Now, you know, I always tell you that I introduced the whole concept of e-learning to the Caribbean all the way back in 2005. Now, e-learning is a real business, you know, with real expenses. So sometimes persons will just, you know, WhatsApp me and say, miss, this class for free, blah, 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 blah. Guys, I mean, last year I did class for free for the whole entire school year, almost. Well, I think, yeah, for the whole entire school year, I did the ability test class for free. I did the social studies class as well. Now, this year, I cannot do class for free. So if you come on Ashman Academy, what I've done, since I know it's the pandemic time and I know how difficult parents are having it, instead of charging the regular rate of $64 for my class, I've decided to charge $25. Guys, I'm doing this because, like I share with you all the time, I'm not embarrassed to say this. I am from the inner city. I used to sell on the street side. I used to sell my guinea and my coal and, you know, those things, my callaloo. And guys, the reason why I'm here, it's because of education. So I understand the importance of education, right, guys? I really do. Okay. Now, I understand poverty too, right? So I know how it is when some parents are really facing it hard and they just don't have the money. I understand that. I am with you. So that is why I've decided to do the classes for $25. Now, parents, if you really don't have it, I will do the class at your price. It's not going to be free. You're gonna have to pay something, even if I charge you $1,000, but you're gonna pay something. Okay. So if you really can't afford it, guys, just WhatsApp me. I'll talk to you and I'll work something out, right? But I have Ashman Academy going this year, and the ability test class is on a Sunday at 5 o'clock. And I have still decided, you know, that I'm going to do the free class with the book. So you go ahead and you purchase the book, you support me, I'll do the class at no cost. All you need to do is just bring the book to class, okay? So guys, go ahead and get the ability test workbook. So that's the free class that you're going to get this year. You have to come with the book. All right. Now, I want you to also bear in mind this book here. I tell you, if you're struggling with math, the quantitative reasoning, you know, get this. This will help you to prep for the ability test, the quantitative reasoning part. All right, guys. I want you to also bear in mind that I'm going to be doing a free social studies class with the book, okay? So that's how you're going to get free class this year. Purchase the book, support me. I'll do a free class for you for a full month. And same thing with the performance task. So just get the workbook. I'll announce in the next couple of weeks when this class is going to be, okay? All right, guys. Thank you so much for participating and, joining me. If you have questions, I want you to post it now so I can answer your questions on the live. Yes, Tanya Hall is saying, miss things rough, but Tanya, I know. And that is why even my classes, like I said, my grade 6 classes were $86 a month. My grade 5 classes were $64, and I brought it down to $25 so that, everybody can participate. That's $900 a week. So I understand how rough things are, and I'm working with you. Okay. So, and there are parents who I understand they just don't have it. But like I said, I'm not doing the class for free. So sometimes I'll say to parents, okay, parents, let me work with you. Pay $500 for the month for class, but it can't be for free. So we have staff to pay, we have bills to pay, we have, rent and light and all of that. It's a real business, even though it's online. So guys, it cannot be for free, but I'll work with parents because I understand the whole issue of just not having money. All right. But nothing is for free, guys. Okay. All right. So let me see what Shanta is saying. Shanta is saying, Miss, bye, Miss, I love your class. I'm in grade 4. Your class helped me a lot. I'm happy to know that. All right, guys, do you have questions? If you have questions, I can answer them now. So just post them. Tanisha is saying she appreciates the pandemic rate. Thank you. All right, guys, to sign up for Ashman Academy, just go to www.ashmanacademy.com, and that's how you sign up for the Ashman Academy. And Ashman Academy comes with content, and it comes with live classes in the evenings. So it's www.ashmanacademy.com. It's scrolling at the bottom of the screen. Melly is saying, are you keeping class on holiday? Now, you'll notice that I'm doing these live classes, and I'll continue to do them until exam time. So, I'll do 30 minutes of live class a couple of days per week, and we'll post those to YouTube. Yes, so I'll continue to do those. Nadine Thomas is saying, Miss, I have the book. Tanya always said, Miss, I can pay $500 per month. Now, Tanya, I'm not going to say publicly that I'm going to let you pay $500 per month. Just call me, tell me what's going on, and, we can determine what's the best price that you can pay. But, I love to do that. I love when parents say, boy, Miss, things rough, but I can contribute something, taking into consideration that, I do, I too have expenses. Yeah. So, yes, Tanya, I'll work with you. I'll work with you. Jacqueline Campbell is saying, Miss, I'm interested. And she's saying she wants to be part of the performance stars class. Now, Jacqueline, remember, just get the book and you can be part of the class. Tanya, same thing for you to remember. If you get the book, come November, we'll have the class once you have the book. So that's a great discount. Just get the book and you will get the class. This parent is asking, my daughter is slow. How can you help her? Just give me a WhatsApp call, 876-351-7777, and we can talk about that. Guys, remember that the Ashman Academy has reading classes, writing classes, curriculum-based test classes, performance task class, and the ability test class for students in grades 1 to 6 right now, okay? So we have all those classes, and reading classes, not just to teach you to read, but we teach you comprehension skills, fluency, all of that. So guys, if you're struggling with reading and writing, you want to make sure you join those classes, and those are small classes, okay? ashmanacademy.com. Karon is asking for my number. It's scrolling on the screen. It's 876-351-7777. Tanya is saying only the blue one leave to purchase. Tanya, I like the way how you're buying books and stuff, because even though you're saying that things hard bad, I see you're buying books. This blue book covers the entire grade 6 social studies curriculum. This workbook here. This is pretty good. So if you want to prep for the curriculum-based test, you want to get this. And it's sold at major bookstores. Gabby Smith said, Miss, why the class only small sometimes? Yes, Gabby, I know you're in Ashman Academy. Yes, and the classes are very small. Yes. So that means you're getting great attention, Gabby. All right. So Gabby, you can just call me and tell me if the classes are helping you. Tell us how you're improving. Okay, so Gabby is telling you guys that yes, she's on Ashman Academy and the classes are small. That's so true. So guys, you're struggling with reading, writing, you want help to prep for the exams, the curriculum-based test, the ability test, and the performance test, you want to be on Ashman Academy. All right, guys, I see you guys don't have any more questions. I am going to sign off now. And one person asks, how will she know when I'm live? Guys, you need to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So when I come on live, you'll get a notification. So it's Pep Talk with Dr. Charlotte Ashman. Shaim, you're in Ashman Academy as well. I know your name. Look at this, guys. Look at this. I love to see these endorsements. Look at this. Tanisha Smallhorn is saying, my daughter did only 2 weeks with your ability class, and she did a test last week and scored at 88%. Very good. Now, so we want to move that 88% to 100. That's what we want to do. That's the goal. Guys, let me tell you something. I've always talked about the fact that in 2005 I started e-learning in Jamaica and the Caribbean, right? And guys, we have helped over 480 students to earn scholarship. In 2021, this year, we had the top boy in Jamaica working on our website. We have a test prep website, learninghub.online. We have had top boys for GSAT for many, many years. We've had government scholarship winners, Marcus Garvey scholarship winners. Guys, we have done so well. We have won 4 national awards for technology in education. So that's the bomb, right? So guys, we're in this business for a long time. The difference with our regular test prep site and Ashman Academy is that Ashman Academy now is giving you live after school classes. So you have live teachers working with the students, right? While our regular test prep class, you just log on and you have the whole entire curriculum. I'm going to do a video on that in a little bit. So you have the whole curriculum, all your notes, all your videos, and so on that you can use. And Tanya is saying that she appreciates my effort with the children through this pandemic. All right, guys. No more. I see you have no more questions. So I'm going to say again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in my next video. Goodbye.